This is relating to also the title, scammers. Guys, I don't know if you all remember, but I hope you all do. Y'all remember BLM, Black Lives Matter? So apparently there's a story here that broke that basically, in so many words, said that the Black Lives Matter people got all these donations and all this different funding and stuff of that nature. And these folks that went out here and bought a $6 million mansion. So let me elaborate on this, guys. Let me elaborate on this and let me go back. Let me go back to what I said a long time ago when I was telling people about just the human condition in general and just humans in general. Guys, these folks do not genuinely care. I'm telling y'all this because the reason being, and I'll say this, the reason people don't care is you can see that they don't care in their actions. What on God's green planet? Why do you need a $6 million mansion? Why? You're a charity organization, right? Excuse me. What do you need a $6 million mansion for? Last time I checked, if we're just gonna go off of just like, let's just bring it up. Let's just bring it up here. Last time I checked, Jesus of Nazareth, he didn't need a $5 million. Yeah, thank you, KB. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Jesus of Nazareth didn't need a $5 million church. He didn't need a $6 million building to do any preaching. If we're gonna go off the word, because the only reason I'm referencing this is because of the fact that people love to bring up that the only perfect person in that has ever existed was Jesus. So let's just go off of that. Let's grab the coattails of Jesus, right? So back in that time, this man was preaching a good word, right? Saying be kind to one another, be good to one another. You know what I'm saying? Show your neighbor, good stuff. To show your neighbor good things. That's all he was preaching, right? That money could go towards bail lawyers and exactly. That's my point exactly. The thing is at the end of the day, you can tell people's true intentions by the actions that they take. There was no reason in the world for you to have a $6 million mansion. No reason. Why? Why do you need it? The only reason I relate that and speak on the whole Jesus thing is because I'm relating that to these mega churches too. What do I need a $5.2 million church for? Why do I need a jet if I'm a preacher? For what? What do you need that for? That's my thing. A lot of people speak on this. Oh, we gotta do the right thing and we gotta do this and we gotta raise awareness and blah 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 blah. But the moment they get any type of modicum of any type of attention or money or fame, they go down the same path. They go down the same path. All of them do. Every single fucking one of them. They all fucking do. It's not one person that has not done that. We see it all the time. Politicians up there. Politicians who've been on their job for 60 plus years. What do you need to be a politician for 60 years for? Enforcing old laws and old regulations. Stuck in your ways because you're 90 years old and you're going to pass away anyway. What is that needed for? You don't need a forever job. We don't have forever jobs. Why do you get a forever job? You know what I'm saying? Once you're voted in, you're in there. The only motherfuckers who stay like that most of the time, it's like I think once you're a senator, like you're always a senator. Always. So it's like, what do you need all this for? What do these people in the hierarchy need, bro? They don't need all that. There's a difference between wants, desires, and needs. They don't need that shit. But they got it though. That's why I say this video I'm about to react to, this is gonna be a fucking good one. This is gonna be a damn good one. I learned from Kant's that power will always be abused no matter who is in power. Exactly. The only way to counteract that is checks and balances. This is very true. Yep. What's that saying goes? It was a saying that I absolutely love that saying, but it's like absolute power corrupts absolutely, or something to that degree. That was the quote, and I was like, damn, that's a damn good quote. So it does. Power corrupts power. Like you said, power will always be abused. All fucking ways be abused. Always. Because people don't have the mindset to control the power or to keep the power or to disperse the power in the right directions that it needs to be dispersed out to. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know. Like the concept is foreign to them. They're like, bro, I have no idea what to fucking do. Right? They just don't fucking know. But again, as I said, man, we about to watch this video here. This is a reaction video to my guys, Playback. I'm not sure if anybody's heard of them. Playback, check them out. They're on YouTube. I like these cats. These guys are cool. So basically, I saw them post this video, and the name of the video was called BLM, Black Lives Matter, scammed $6 million of donations for a mansion. That's crazy, bro. That's fucking crazy, bro. But hey, they on everybody's side though, right? Let's check it out.
Welcome back, Playback. We have another banger. Some very interesting information is passed upon us. BLM is spending millions of dollars on luxury homes, mansions.
They're under more scrutiny over how it's spending donors' money, as a new report claims Black Lives Matter leaders used $6 million in donations to buy a massive, beautiful California mansion. Scratch my head, after the summer of 2020, we'd heard that Black Lives Matter took in $90 million, and we won.
Did this motherfucker just say $90 million? Bro, what? What the fuck did I just hear? Exactly, KB. It's fucking exactly. Exactly. This is what I'm talking about. And like I said, this shit rubs me the wrong way. I really get pissed off about stuff like this because it just doesn't make any fucking sense, bro. Y'all are out to do good. What the fuck do y'all need a $6 million mansion for? You don't need $6 million fucking dollar mansion. You don't even need the $90 million. The $90 million in donations that you got should have went towards finding people jobs, paying for schools, for funding, for inner city kids, things of that fucking nature. But you guys out here splurging in California buying houses that y'all don't even fucking need. See, that's the shit I'm talking about, man. I be saying this, I preach this shit all the fucking time, man. You all as people, society, you all need to stop being so goddamn gullible and stop giving people that mean you no good this shit. Yeah, they spoke their good shit though. They said their good shit. Ooh, Black Lives Matter. Yes, we need this. Woo, woo, woo. Let's get out of here. Y'all having all these protests and all this shit. And here you fucking go splurging $90 million in donations on homes that you don't even fucking need. That $6 million could have went towards somebody way less fucking fortunate. But you motherfuckers want to be selfish. That's the shit that's pissing me off. You motherfuckers are selfish. You people, you motherfuckers are selfish. Like I said, these religious leaders, these politicians, all you motherfuckers, all you guys are no fucking good for anything that's going on with the common man. None of you. None of you. That's ridiculous. Guys, we 32 fucking seconds into the video and I'm already ranting. I agree, KB. Exactly. It was probably more than that. Probably way more than that. That was just an estimate.
Wondered what they were going to spend the money on. Now we know they spent $6 million on a mansion for themselves.
The purchase of the nearly $6 million home had not been previously reported, and BLM officials tried to keep its existence a secret from a journalist looking into a transaction. According to the reports, the organization tried to kill the story about the home, which is referred to initially as the campus, while one strategy memo reportedly suggested it may be used as an influencer house where artists can congregate. Reportedly, the house is a 6,500 square foot spread with more than 6 bedrooms and baths, a fireplace, a pool, and parking for more than 20 cars.
I swear to Agent, I swear. So this actually has already existed.
And they did remove, they removed this
the
video. This video right here, the screenshot was on her channel. It's removed now. And this was allegedly that house.
Bro, just look at they got a chimney outside, bro. Look in the back behind her.
Like,
so they bought the house.
These motherfuckers toasting with champagne. And like they just pointed out, this motherfucker, it was on her goddamn page and you removed. Why are you removing a video if not only for shame? That's why you removed it. You removed it for shame. Because you figured like, oh shit, this looks bad. Yes, it fucking looks bad, dumb fuck. You sit up here and spent using $90 million, as KB pointed out, or more in donations to get a $6 million house? For what? What reason do you fucking have for getting that? You don't need it. You don't need that. You don't need it. At all. Oh, she goes, I do too. They made money off the pit. They did. They absolutely did. They absolutely did. That's what it seems like to me. It seems like to me that's blood money. That really does seem like blood money to me. Because you gotta, we just gotta say it. We just gotta say it how it is. Do we know for a fact? No. But the way the things are playing out, it seems like blood money. It seems like you guys are using donation money it's not seeming. You guys did. You guys used donation money to buy homes or houses in general that you guys didn't fucking need, right? You did that. You tried to hide it from a journalist who was looking into your transactions, and you deleted the video, that video that they had from your page. Why? You felt guilty?
Tried to hide the house. The house is so fucking big that they call it a campus.
So you making everybody look bad. It's a movement that needs to exist, but this specific org called BLM is buying luxury mansions in the most expensive state with y'all donations. Isn't that fucked up?
Now, here, you know what makes it even more worse? This is not the first time they've done it. Now, $6 million is the most they've done.
That's crazy.
They tried to kill the story. They tried to kill the story. How could be? Because they're okay with it because it doesn't bother them. That's why they're okay with it, KB. They're fine with it because it doesn't bother them. Oh, I'll do this again. Selfish, greedy motherfuckers. Selfish, greedy motherfuckers. Like I've always said, and I stand by this. Because, again, I'm very much of my word. If I was to ever win $90 million, I'm giving more than half of that away. More than half away. Because I don't need $90 million. What do I, as an individual, need with $90 fucking million? I'm not going to spend that in my goddamn lifetime. What do I need with $90 million? I'm not going to fucking need that. I don't need that. At all. But see, you selfish motherfuckers, you greedy motherfuckers, you all got corrupted because y'all saw that greenery, the green in your eyes, as they do say. And there's one thing that I will say about the Bible. That is one verse that I do say that I 100%, 1,000% agree with. The love of money is the root of all evil. It doesn't say money is the root of all evil. It said the love of money is the root of all evil. And that's what we're seeing here, y'all. We're seeing it play out before our very eyes. The love of money has transformed these individuals who will probably work normal jobs, you know what I'm saying, work normal 9 to 5s. As soon as they got that taste of luxury life, they're like, oh, I like this. Oh man, I love this. We got to keep this up. That's why we're going to hide this story, KB, and we're going to keep this shit private. That's what happened. That's what fucking happened. Money make people switch up quick. Exactly. Money maker, but see, the thing is what you have to find somebody who does not give a shit about money. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I don't give a fuck about money. I don't. I can truly tell you that I don't give a shit about money. The only reason I slowly care about money is because it affects the way you live in terms of your roof over your head, food in your belly and things like that. So it affects your life. But money is not even real. Money is not real. People just truly don't understand. They don't understand that concept. And again, that's thinking very deeply. But money is not real. Money is a creation. Money was created because, to be honest with you, if you think about it, it's a dollar. We're talking about something that somebody put a value on. That's how it is. This pen that I have here, I say this pen is $5. But this pen is worthless. But I put a value on it. But since I put a value on it, now it makes it worth $5. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You put $1, you put paper, right? Money is printed on fucking trees, on paper. And I put a 1 on it. And they said, hey, this is $1. This is what this is going to be called, $1. And the consensus agreed. They said, you know what? You're damn right it's called $1. And this is what we're going to do. And this is what we're going to charge. They put a value on it. So when enough people agreed that this value is something that we're going to trade with, because back in the day, people didn't trade. People bartered. That's where the term barter comes from. Because I put a value on something. You know what I'm saying? I didn't trade. I didn't give you money. There was no cash app back in the day. It was a barter system. It was, okay, I have these fucking horses here, but I'll trade you these horses right here for them lamb, because guess what? I need to slaughter these lamb to feed my motherfucking wife and kids. Right? I noticed that you need this horse because you need to get back and forth to market. So I tell you what, I give you these 2 horses for those 5 lamb right there. Because I know these 5 lamb are going to be able to feed my family for the next few months. See what I'm saying? They wasn't thinking like, man, you know what? For those horses, man, let me give you about $20. Nobody was doing it back in the day. So that's what I'm saying. Creation. Currency. It was created. I think okay to be financially smart. But there are some things wrong with being obsessed with getting more money. Yes, that's the thing. Like, there's only so much money you can spend in your lifetime. I understand if you're working towards, hey, you know what, I want to get to where my family is good, you know what I'm saying? My children's children will be straight. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Whatever we're doing, if we're running a legit business, right? Okay, I get that concept. But this I don't fucking agree with, because you motherfuckers are shady, and you all are losers for that. Because you guys then got donations from hard-working individuals because they donated towards a cause that they felt that they were a part of, and you motherfuckers just fucked it up because of your selfish, greedy desires. Facts. Anyways, I gotta hop off. Hope the rest of your stream goes well. Thanks, KB. Appreciate you for sticking around. I really do. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your night, madam. But yeah, we finna get into it, y'all. I'm only 1 minute and 57 seconds in, and I'm already going off. I'm pissed. Let's go.
6 million is the most, but this actually is not the first time they've done this. Literally, a year ago, they got caught spending millions of dollars on houses once more.
That's also a critique, though, from the left that would say, if you are a trained Marxist, if we're talking about a certain kind of radical politics.
She's a Marxist? Shut the fuck up. If she's a
Okay, what's a Marxist? To define Marxist in simple terms, it's a political and economic theory where a society has no classes. Okay, so like the upper middle class they're talking about, that's just vanquished. Every person within the society of works for a common good, and class struggle is theoretically gone. I mean, that sounds great in theory. That's why I say it's theoretical. It is a theory. Sounds great in theory. But she's not no Marxist. She's absolutely not no Marxist. Because if you're a Marxist, you wouldn't be buying a $6 million home.
a Marxist, this is straight up hypocrisy.
Yo, that's what he's about to ask.
If she agrees to being a Marxist, this is quite literally the most hypocritical thing I've seen all year.
She's about to explain why
she's a Marxist until it comes to her receiving the $6 million house.
Again, this is what her explanation was a year ago when they've done it. They've now done it again, but let's hear her explanation to why she did it a year ago.
She better say socialist or capitalist. If she says Marxist, low.
Extravagant homes of any sort or multiple properties of.
Look at her. Look at her. That's sad. That's fucking sad, bro.
Any sort is itself contradictory to the ideology that you hold. And so it's not about having money per se, but that it's about, or about property per se, but it's about there being a potential contradiction between your expressed politics and your lived practice.
Sure. And I think that is a critique that is wanting.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
And I say that because the way that I live my life is in direct support to Black people.
It's a fucking lie. That's why they're looking like that. It's a goddamn lie. And see, and that's my problem. See, and that's what I value when people say what they do and they do what they say. And they practice what they fucking preach. If you claim to be this holier than thou motherfucker, that's what you need to be. You need to be a holier than thou motherfucker. Again, as I can just keep pointing out these super churches and shit like that, right? I don't need all them damn donations. You don't need a church that goddamn big. What do you need a church that big for? What do you need all that? And even if per se we were to be like, okay, I'm going to give you this church, this building, right? So that we can have worship, right? Okay, cool, fine, fancy, great, awesome. We're having all that, right? That's great. So if we were to, let's say if we were to do that, if we were to just go with that argument there, right? Okay. What do you personally need with it? The money that you're getting should be going into the church. Not you, not fancy suits, not fancy cars, not a jet, not none of that shit. It should be going into the church and into the people and for the people. It should go into a fund for the people. That's what it should do. But that's just me though. But her, she's a goddamn liar. She's a liar. She got famous and rich off of that shit. That she's a goddamn liar.
What the
Look,
fuck?
I have no doubt
What
that
the
the org has probably done some good. The fucked up thing that that a lot of people, you probably understand about charities is they enrich rich people. It's just fucked up. These charities that these foundations, these rich people create, the reason they create them is because they can hire their family to work for them. They get infinite tax write-offs. Do you know when you go to the grocery store and they ask you want to round up to the next dollar for veterans? They don't care about veterans. It's a tax write-off because they will claim the money you gave them as their donation. And when millions of you guys are doing it, that's a huge tax write-off. So let's just start there. A lot of these charities are just fraudulent. But on top of that, what was it? How much of the Red Cross goes to administrative costs? 90%. Some of these charities are beyond inefficient to the point where if you give them $1, maybe 15 cents, 30 cents of that is gonna go to the actual cause that you want. And it's one thing where sometimes you do need some sort of like administration costs, like it is what it is. It costs money to run a charity because it costs people. The reality is charities live off of what? Volunteers who volunteer their time. So not only that, but they're classified as a non-profit. So when you see them making for-profit decisions like buying a $6 million house, you're not gonna convince me that $6 million house was a business expense.
Also be clear about how these foundations work. Like he sat there and said, it's all a write-off. The reason why everything is a write-off because they're supposed to be a non-profit foundation, meaning that at the end of the year when it comes time to put in their tax return, they literally cannot take profit, so they literally have to spend
the money,
everything.
So you guys need to understand how nonprofits work, and it's corrupt in this country without a doubt. Because the NFL is a nonprofit technically, which, come on, dog, that's the most for-profit business in this country.
Exactly.
But a nonprofit just means you have to spend as much as you make. So if you have a $5 million surplus that you're keeping at the end of the year, then you're no longer nonprofit. So when they have a $6 million surplus of stuff they could have spent to do their objective, but instead they spend it on a house just to meet that threshold to be nonprofit.
And that's why it's
fucked up.
And that's the reason why, bro, y'all gotta be very careful about this shit.
I didn't even know about that. Like that's something that's new to me. Like I've always kind of tinkered with wondering like what that actually means. Like what's the phrasing of that when people be like, "Oh, we're part of a nonprofit." You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, if you're part of a nonprofit, what does that actually mean? Like donations that go towards you, you're profiting from that. You know what I'm saying? You're getting that because if I donate something towards you, then what? You know what I'm saying? How are you living? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I'm thinking. Like, how are you a charity that's surviving if you're a nonprofit? So I'm glad they kind of explained that a little bit. I might actually do a little bit more research on it myself and figure out what the fuck they're actually talking about. But I've always wanted to know, like, what the fuck is a nonprofit? What the hell does that actually mean? But they just kind of explained it. So basically, you have to spend whatever you have. So if you're getting, if I get $6 million in donations that year, I have to spend $6 million. I have to spend that on something. So see, I didn't know that. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy.
That y'all following, man, because y'all don't know. Those millions of dollars you're spending in houses cannot be put anywhere else,
including my Black family members, first and foremost. And
see, that's that shit, man. That's that fucking shit, bro. That's that fucking shit. Talking about my Black family members. Let me tell you something. What you're doing is not excusable. There's no way in the world you could justify that I'm in charity for Black people, but yet I'm spending $6 million on nothing that's helping Black people. That $6 million doesn't help no Black people in any case. In any case, you got $90 million, right? $90 million. Let me think. Let me see. You could have gave, I don't know. You could have gave to something. You could have gave every Black motherfucker some money. You know what I'm saying? Something. But you didn't. You spent it on a house. You know what I'm saying? You spent it on a house when you could have went towards something more productive. Again, like I said, like schools or something to that degree, or creating your own businesses that helps Black people, that legitimately helps Black people. Because buying a $6 million mansion, in my opinion, only helps you. It helps no one else but you. So,
for so many Black folks who are able to invest in themselves and their community, they choose to invest in their family, and that's what I've chosen to do.
Whoa, that is this.
What the fuck
Whoa, no,
am I hearing?
No.
You took from other Black families, you fucking fraud!
Thank you. As I said, I agree with you guys, Playback. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. I already had my go off moment. I already had my go off moment in the beginning of the motherfucker. In 37 seconds in, I had my go off moment. I've already elaborated on what I was thinking and what I was feeling. Exactly. You took from and he eloquently put, by the way, you took from other Black families to help your Black family. So you feel justified in it. So it's all good. So I am a black man, and I'm like, you know what, bro? Man, I only got $20 to my name until, to the next couple days. But I tell you what, Black Lives Matter, but I'm going to give y'all half that. I'm going to give y'all $10 because I feel as though y'all doing a good deed. I'm on my last, right? I'm living paycheck to paycheck. We giving you all this money, giving you all these motherfucking donations, right? And you say, oh, well, let me get how she was. Oh, well, I'm helping out my black family. So since I'm helping out my black family, that's all that fucking matters. Huzzah. Whatever the fuck she got going on. Like, that's what it seemed like to me. That's what it seemed like. On that shit. On that shit. Fucking disgusting, man. That's disgusting. Fucking disgusting, bro.
No, you're not telling me that you thought that niggas was giving you money to put into your own family?
I'm not gonna lie, Marcel, it's gotten worse.
No.
I didn't think she was gonna say it outright.
No.
That's insane.
No.
Oh my God.
There's no way you thought that people were giving you.
No, she didn't think that. What she thought was she was going to use this organization as a means. She felt as though what she did was, this is what I think. And this is what I think. I think that she actually meant it for a good deed. I really do. Hear me out. I really think that she genuinely thought in the very beginning when shit was going down, it was worth something. It was a major change that needed to be done. And I feel as though that I felt as though it was built to be great, but it got corrupted in the end, right? You know what I'm saying? We see it on movies all the time, like AI, Terminator and shit, right? We fucking build robots, we build AI to help us. Again, eventually it's supposed to be for good, but it eventually becomes corrupted. And that's what I think happened. I think that they saw that green in their eye start to fucking get in that iris, and she was like, oh, I can do something off of this. Oh, I can manipulate this. Oh, I can live a better life than this. Because I'm quite sure of you, I can almost guarantee you that she, at one point in time, was a 9-to-5er. She worked 9 to 5, and she felt as though, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I think this is a worthy cause. We're seeing too much crazy shit going on here against black people. We need to have this going on. But you go out here and you buy a $6 million house. Now, this is the second time, because according to them, this happened a year ago, where they were buying up houses in multitudes. I don't get, unless you giving these motherfucking houses away to less fortunate people, I don't want to hear that shit, brother. But from her mouth, from the horse's mouth, it sounds to me as what they just interpreted, that you took the profits from the donations to help your motherfucking family. You didn't help anybody else's family. You took it. Snake motherfucker, man.
You money to the tunes of which you were able to spend millions of dollars on a house that you thought that niggas was doing that so you can put it back into your own family? No.
I have a child. I have a brother that has severe mental illness that I take care of. I support my mother.
The families you took this money from have caused...
They have causes too. I already know what he's about to say. The families that you took this money from willy-nilly without a fucking care in the world also has issues going on too. You act like you the only motherfucker with a brother who suffers from mental illness. There as many black people as there are on this goddamn fucking planet. You act like you're the only person who has a family member that's suffering from something. You know what I'm saying? There are plenty of motherfuckers who have family members that are suffering from mental illness, from other illnesses. You know what I'm saying? Deadly fucking viruses. You have all of that. You have all of that shit, man. Motherfuckers, have kids that are in St. Jude and shit, trying to fucking save their goddamn life while you up here living in a $6 million goddamn mansion that you don't even fucking deserve.
This is two. They might have somebody who's dealing with something or a surgery or a mental illness. You're not the only one. You took it from other families. And it's not, just to be clear, she's not just making ends meet. It's a $6 million house, bro.
That's what I'm about to say.
She's not just paying a regular salary.
Look, it'd be one thing if you would have said, man, I fly across the country. I take a lot of time. I take time out of my own schedule to really be the face of BLM. So that's now time that's not being spent on trying to earn money. That's understandable. So, okay, if you get your house, fine. Why the fuck are you buying $1 million homes though? Like, if you want to buy a house, I guess. And you know what? There probably are people saying, you dedicate so much of your time. I'm gonna donate to you because this is what you do for us. You're the face of it.
Irrelevant. Even with what they saying, that's irrelevant. Like he's probably about to point out, there's no reason to buy a $6 million mansion. There's no reason. Like he said, you can buy a nice little home. It doesn't matter. If you want to buy you a nice little home, there are some nice homes. Not in California, one of the most expensive fucking states out there, right? In terms of cost of living. But you buy your shit, right? And you just like, okay, cool, it is what it is. Nah, hombre. That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. I don't give a fuck what you flying around doing. I ain't seen no motherfucking shit. And be honest with you, to be fair, I don't follow them like that. So I don't know who the face is or who the members are or whatever the case may be. This is my first time seeing her face. But the reality is, it doesn't matter if you are flying around and doing all this. Like he said, you can buy you a home. Okay, it's fine. Buy you a home. You can buy you a nice little, 5-bedroom house. 5 whatever. You said you got your brother. You support your mom. And all that shit. Okay, great. That's fucking great. That's awesome. But you don't need a $6 million mansion though. What is that? That's you're splurging. They're spending in abundance. That's what that is.
But not to the tune of last year, 1.4 million. Now this year, 6 million. No, not to that fucking tune. You've now spent over $7 million in homes.
And you know what's fucked up is that the BLM movement is necessary. People are gonna see this and say like, you see, you're giving fucking people justification to work against your cause. Yeah. And while there are plenty of other organizations that could more justly use your money to do the thing that they're setting out to do. He's
absolutely right. I mean, KB even already pointed that out. It's making everybody look bad. Anybody who was in support of BLM and makes you look bad. She made you look shitty because you just donated money basically to her pockets. You lined her pockets up. She good. She's sitting lavish. You gave her $90 million. I don't hear no motherfuckers flying out here doing this, like I said, and doing all that stuff. They living good, eating lobster every motherfucking day, while you out here working at FedEx, breaking your motherfucking back, working at these jobs, these laborious jobs that's causing you to break your back when they sitting over here living life up off of your fucking donations. I wouldn't donate a motherfucking dime to them motherfuckers at all. I wouldn't donate a goddamn thing to them at all because they're not using the money wisely. They're being selfish of their desires, and they're not using the money towards the good that it needs to be used for. Don't donate to them at fucking all.
This is a bad example of org, dog, and it sucks because everyone's gonna start painting movements with the same brush now because of this fucking. Exactly. So everybody that spent money in this specific org right here should be highly upset.
Yeah.
Chippy, you should be highly upset. And the reality is, they probably did plenty of great things in the last few years. Plenty of great things. But they're a charity. They're supposed to.
I'm about to say, that's their whole existence.
They're supposed to do that. And if they're not doing that, they should no longer qualify as a charity. They should be a for-profit business. But as long as they're not that, they should be operating for the well-being, just committing their fucking objective. Whatever objective you set out to that got people to donate those millions, that's what you should fucking... Man, this gets me tight, bro. Keep talking, please. Keep talking.
I need an explanation.
Some critics argue that living in a home worth over $1 million is at odds with Patrice's social justice mission. But if this purchase upsets you, wait until you see the rest of her homes. As I mentioned, Patrice already had a real estate portfolio started, having snagged 3 other homes in the U.S. alone for about $3.2
She got tongue ring?
million, according to
Bro, turn this shit
records.
off. Turn this shit off.
I have to see the home. I have to see it.
Bro, turn this shit off, bro.
I have to see
How
these
many
homes.
fucking family members are you trying to take care of? If you already own 3 homes, and then you bought another $1 million home, and then y'all bought a $6 million home this year, what the fuck is going on?
Maybe that's part of the mission statement, to house as many family members as possible.
Nigga, what the fuck?
Spree in LA back in 2016, a few years after the Black Lives Matter movement gained worldwide traction, thanks to the hashtag she created. That year, Patrice bought a home in Inglewood, California for
Meet Azeron, a game-changing keypad made specifically for you.
It essentially
$510,000 with 3 beds and 1.5 baths.
Hey, Inglewood has appreciated so much. This is probably worth $1 million now.
Now be worth around $800K.
Oh yeah.
She also added her wife, co-founder of BLM in Canada, Janaya Khan, to the deed last year. Then
I'm sorry. Yo, listen to what I'm saying to y'all. Listen to what I'm saying to y'all.
Oh my God.
If there's a person, a celebrity of sorts, somebody with influence, and they create a charity and they start hiring their family members, that doesn't mean they're corrupt. But look into it though, because there's usually a financial incentive to hiring your family in the charity or foundation that you run. I'm letting you know, it doesn't mean it's immediately fraudulent, but it's like it's kind of like you get an email saying like you didn't pay your taxes, click this link. Just be a little eerie. You might be getting scammed, brother.
Nigga, you buying homes and saying you just put some.
That's a second home in LA.
But listen to
That's
how.
a second home.
But listen to that.
You need 2?
I'm gonna buy a home and then put my wife's name under the deed. Like y'all, nigga, y'all nasty that sounds. It's not mine. It's my wife's.
in 2018, Patrice and her wife bought a 4-bedroom home in South Los Angeles in a multi-ethnic neighborhood, paying about $600K. Next, the couple set their sights on Georgia, acquiring yet another estate in early 2020 for over $415K. The custom ranch sits on
I'm gonna tell you what they're doing. Let me tell you what they're doing. Let me tell you what the fuck they're doing. Like this young lady is reporting. They're trying to build up a real estate portfolio. Because once they build up their real estate portfolio, if shit hits the fan, right? Let's say if BLM just dissolves, they're gonna be straight. They're gonna be straight. Because they're gonna have all these homes here to where people are gonna be paying. Because what they're gonna do is they're gonna purchase these homes. And 9 times out of 10, they probably gonna rent these motherfuckers out. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna rent them out to people. And once they rent these motherfuckers out to people, people are going to be putting in money, constantly putting in money towards them. So they going to constantly be basically what they're doing is they're creating residual income for themselves. They're creating residual income to where if they need to sell the house for double the amount that they paid, they can do that. Or if they want to rent the houses out to, an unsuspecting couple who's just trying to rent real quick, they can do that. They trust me. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. They're trying to create a residual income for themselves because they can only live off of donations for so long. Especially now, after this thing and broke, they can only live off of donations for so long.
3.2 acres of rural land in Conyers, Georgia, a suburb about 24 miles from downtown Atlanta.
And that's
the property boasts a private airplane hangar with studio apartment just above it and a 2005.
Shut the fuck up.
Nigga, an airplane hangar? What the fuck? Nigga, no.
What do you need there?
I can't do this. So
what do you need it for? What do you need? That goes back to my infamous question that I've been asking ever since this video started. What the fuck do you need all that for? You have a house that has a private airplane hangar. For what? What the fuck for? I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling y'all right now. Anybody watching this, y'all need to stop with these fucking charities, bro. Y'all need to stop because these charities be bullshitting you. They really be bullshitting you. This is just worse because this has been caught. They just living it up. They just putting everything out on Instagram, whatever they trying to do. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Y'all are telling me that y'all have a house together in fucking Georgia, then another house in Cali, then you bought a house just for your wife specifically, even though she's already been housed in 2 different homes on both coasts. What the fuck is going on?
This is bad.
In her memoir, she describes growing up in a housing project near Sherman Oaks in a 2-story tan-colored building with peeling paint and a gate that doesn't close. The 4 children were mostly raised by Patrice's single mother who worked 16-hour days to support them. All right, so I think I'm gonna wrap up.
I'll be honest with you, bro. I wouldn't listen to a goddamn word she has to say. She could put on her little "We Are There for the People" afro and all that shit. You can do all that all you want to. You know what I'm saying? Nobody don't give a fuck about it. You put your undercover brother ass up out of here. Because there ain't nobody trying to listen to that shit no more. That's absolutely ridiculous. The fact that you got all these fucking homes and got all this shit going on. Bro, you don't need none of that, man. Put that money towards people who are less fortunate, man. People who are actually struggling here, man. People who are living paycheck to paycheck. I'm talking about don't even know where their next meal coming from type help. You know what I'm saying? Create as they call the you know, some type of sustainable environment or something that just helps more people out. Not just your fucking self, man.
So did they wait, but so my question is, did you go buy the apartment complex that you grew up in to make it a better housing situation for the people who are
and that's
bingo. Shout out to you, Peter Quill. Did she? She did not. She did not. That's what I'm saying. He pointed it out. Exactly what I was thinking. That's a perfect example. Did she? Did she go buy that? Did she go buy those properties and fix them up and make them better? Did she? No, she didn't. She instead went to California and Atlanta and bought like 5 different houses. That's what she did.
The fucked up part, Lo. If you really wanted to do something for family and community, you wouldn't be buying yourself private estates for you and your wife. You'd be buying buildings in the projects to provide affordable housing to people who need it. Because that would be along the fucking mission statement of your organization. But instead of doing that, you're spending it frivolously. Guys, I have no problem. This is not like the Nicolo situation, because she believed in socialist Marxist values but was buying $1 million homes. She works for a charity here. It's different when your whole life is to complete the objective of your charity. I understand wanting to provide for your children. If you told me she worked her ass off, she needs $100,000 a year, I'd be like, okay, man, maybe she works her ass off, give yourself $100,000 a year. But to spend millions.
And that's the thing. And that's exactly agreed. Like, if you need, that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're doing that and you're paying yourself a decent salary, like, okay, I'm paying myself, you know what I'm saying? Like he said, you know, $250,000 a year or something to that degree. Like, I have myself a salary, right? And I'm paying myself a salary. But millions, y'all made $90 million and you're paying yourself a salary. There's no reason for you not to be able to put $1 million, in, like he said, into like the housing or something, or you know what? Or you know what? How about buying some land, right? You buy some land and then get some contractors to build a new community for people, right? Like he said, affordable housing for people who are less fortunate. You know what I'm saying? What about that? But no. Too much like right? You're not gonna do that. You gonna go splurge for yourself. You gonna go be selfish in something. Like he said, it's going against your entire mission statement for your goddamn organization. That's why I'm telling you, man. People or humans, it's ridiculous, man. Like, I don't fucking get it. I don't understand it. What do you need with all that stuff? That's the point between desires, wants, and needs. What do you need with 7 houses? She may not have had 7. I may have exaggerated. But what do you need with all those properties that the young lady just read off? What the fuck do you need with all that? You don't need all that. There's no reason to have all that. But yet you did it. And like he said, if you're working your ass off, you're doing what you're doing, you're traveling, you're speaking, you're doing what, okay, fine. Pay yourself $150,000, $200,000 a year. You can easily live off that and take care of all your loved ones with ease. With fucking ease. But you don't want to do that. You want to be selfish and you want to go out here and buy millions and millions of dollars worth of real estate for no fucking reason whatsoever. To line your pockets with hard-earned donations from families who are less fortunate than your fucking ass. That's goddamn ridiculous. That's goddamn ridiculous. It's sad.
In real estate is just flat out corruption, dog, and there's no way around it. There's just no way around it. If you spent your money on the BLM org with the purpose of trying to uplift black people, then she didn't do it.
Why are you hiding? If you really, here's the thing also, bro, if you really believe that that's what you're trying to do for the betterment of your family, why keep it a secret? Why hide it? I'm trying to hide a
valid point. Why hide it? Why hide it from a journalist who was trying to find your transactions? Why try to keep it a secret? Why delete the video off your YouTube channel? Why? Because, as I said earlier, because you felt guilty because you knew it was fucking wrong. And you knew what you were doing was bullshit. And you knew that deep down inside, you were just as corrupt as these motherfuckers you want to blame. You're just like them. You're just like them. Just like them. Because you yourself are taking advantage of a situation and those who are less fucking fortunate than you. You're doing exact fucking same thing. So you yourself cannot fucking preach any good deeds about anybody. Because you yourself are in the same fucking boat. That's sad, man. That's fucking sad. That's sad and ridiculous. Sad, man.
$6 million home after already spending millions of dollars on other homes. Are you crazy? This is nasty. Because nobody was donating that much money in the belief that you were about to go spend $10 million on private homes. A house so big that you call it a campus. A house for your wife. While you and your wife already live together in another house in California while having another house outside of Atlanta. We're not donating money so your wife can have her own separate house, which we know is fucking bullshit anyway.
You have every reason to be upset. All y'all should be upset. Yeah. You should be fucking embarrassed in yourself. You should be embarrassed. You should be just flat out fucking embarrassed. Because for all the good you do, you found a way to deteriorate all of that. And in the process,
and I can tell that they really are upset. They're as upset as me. And here's the thing. And here's the kicker. I never donated to Black Lives Matter. I never did that ever. But the fact is that I care enough to the point to where those who have and those who have donated, they just got made to look like a fool because you decided you want to be a fucking real estate agent and buy 5 fucking different houses that you don't even goddamn need. And like he said, you're buying a $6 million mansion that's so big that you can deem it to be a campus. That's absolutely atrocious. That's absolutely stupid and dumb. That is sad, man. That is fucking sad, bro. That is so fucking sad, bro. So sad, bro. I'll be so goddamn mad. I'll be so motherfucking upset.
Deteriorate the trust that people had for your organization. And that's a shame.
So yeah, on that note, bro, let us know what y'all think about this video in the comment section below. I'm fucking pissed. And until next time, man, we'll see you all.
Say, I knew that. I already knew just by the way they were talking. The way they were talking, I knew they were upset because they were as upset as I am. They were just as upset as I am because they're sad, man. Like I said, I never even donated to them, but the fact that you guys took hard-earned money by other families and you had the audacity to try to justify it by saying that, oh, I have a brother who has a mental illness. I have a mom that I'm supporting. I have kids that I'm supporting. Where do you think the money came from? You think you're the only motherfucker who has problems in this goddamn world, in this reality? Do you think that? Do you honestly think that? Because if you do, then clearly something is wrong with you. Because you need to go to the doctor. You need to go talk to somebody. But if you truly, unequivocally believe that, you're not the only motherfucker with problems. You're not the only person who have issues. There are probably people who've donated to you, as again, like I said before, the analogy I use, there's probably people who donated to you their last because they felt, based on how you perceived yourself to be, that you were doing a good cause. And you sit up here and fucked it up by sitting up here making, again, estimated up to $90 million in donations, and you're paying us for a $6 million goddamn mansion with other goddamn properties that you got and putting it and giving houses to your wife. That's fucking sad, man. That's fucking sad. And I feel bad. Again, I feel truly, truly bad and empathetic towards those who gave their hard-earned money to that, thinking that, oh, this is a worthy cause. This is something that I can get behind. And you guys are just the fucking same low-life trash that you guys want to preach about and preach against. You doing the exact same thing because why? You're profiting off of people that are less fortunate than you. You're doing the same fucking thing. That's terrible. That's fucking terrible, bro. God damn, that's sad.